We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.
I had a dream. One day, all men and women will be treated as equals in this nation that we is living in. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, cause you had that dream, cause you had that dream. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, cause you had that dream, cause you had that dream. And now I am just living a dream, you know what I mean, you know what I am saying. Have you killed for freedom, fought for freedom, bled for freedom, then you must not know what I mean, or what I am saying. So I will elaborate this for you. To all of you racist fakers and haters, I grew up straight gutter hood living, so I know exactly what to do with you. And I will keep praying for God to shine that light so bright that the world will have to see that it's true color of skin is sin. True color of skin is sin. Now I still don't know what this kid is saying. Still don't know where I am aiming. This is where I am going after this rap. Just thanking Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King for living the dream. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, cause you had that dream. Had that dream. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, cause you had that dream. Had that dream. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King. I got my black queen, white boy on the mic saying nothing that is meant to be obscene, but it is time for everybody to start listening. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King. I promise you I will repay the favor for everything that you have done. Through the blood of Christ, I know you were my brother. So here I am going to carry the rest of the world on my shoulders. I am a soldier, here to stay. This is why I rap, this is what I'm doing. Nothing to lose and everything to be proven. Real man of God on the microphone. So I will stand, I will never go away from this. I'm here to battle everything in my way. The obstacle course of life, I don't see anything but beautiful faces in front of me, looking the way God created us to be. So will everybody just come and follow me. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, for that dream, for that dream. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, for that dream, for that dream. So I now know that the reality of living the dream isn't always gonna be as easy as it may seem, but thanks to Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, I now know how to fight through whatever life may throw at me, dude. And this means I will gladly lay down my life for any of you, of my fellow brethren, to listen to what I am saying, to pick up the baton, keep passing it on, until we are all longer living the dream, but living in them heavenly dwellings with you, Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King.
No, before this victory's won, some will have to get thrown in jail some more, but we shall overcome. Don't worry about us. Before the victory's won, some of us will lose jobs, but we shall overcome. Before the victory's won, even some will have to face physical death. But if physical death is the price that some must pay to free their children from a permanent psychological death, then nothing shall be more redemptive. We shall overcome. Before the victory's won, some will be misunderstood and called bad names and dismissed as rabble-rousers and agitators, but we shall overcome. And I'll tell you why. We shall overcome because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. We shall overcome because Carlyle is right. No lie can live forever. We shall overcome because William Cullen Bryant is right. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. We shall overcome because James Russell Lowell is right. Truth forever on the scaffold wrong forever on the throne. Yet that scaffold sways the future, and behind the dim unknown standeth God within the shadow, keeping watch above his own. We shall overcome because the Bible is right. You shall reap what you sow. We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. And with this faith, we will go out and adjourn the councils of despair and bring new light into the dark chambers of pessimism. And we will be able to rise from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope. And this will be a great America. We will be the participants in making it so. And so as I leave you this evening, I say, walk together, children. Don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the Palace. We shall overcome.